Okay, we are recording. Let's continue. So, in this lesson, we're gonna continue and we will use all these links that we parsed over here, and we will be like taking each of these link and clicking on it using ZennoPoster and parsing all the information from each page. Okay, so let's do this. So let's continue from this action. So first we learned how to log in, then we learned how to parse links, and next step we're gonna continue from this section. And as for the connection to the database, so if you are connecting over here, so you put all the settings right here in the constructor of connections, but you cannot connect successfully, you have to check first all the settings here: server name, username, password, name of your database. And the second thing you have to check is whether your open server is run or not. It should be green over here. Yeah, not yellow, not red. It should be green. And also in this case, you can open your session right from the K2S. So if your open server is run, you can either log in to your database in K2S, phpMyAdmin, and ZennoPoster. So it doesn't matter. Everything should work. Okay, so let's continue. In the next action, we will select first our link from the spreadsheet named parsing and put it to our variable ID stroke text. And one more thing, just for your understanding, this block with this person on link, we run only once, yeah, and from the project maker, from the software project maker. As you know, ZennoPoster consists of two programs: project maker and ZennoPoster. So we can execute this block in project maker, and that's enough. But for like most of the work should be executed in ZennoPoster. So as we see, here is the loop, yeah, and this loop has been executed, like, for example, 5 times or maybe 10,000 times in your case. But here we create only one loop, only one link we'll be using in one iteration. So for example, we'll get this link number 3, and we'll be parsing all the information on that link, and we'll be working on all those actions, all those actions below, only with this one link. Next link will be parsed automatically in ZennoPoster, so not in the project maker. You have to put this project in ZennoPoster, in another software named ZennoPoster. You will have those both programs when you install ZennoPoster, and you have to set the number of iteration of executing of this project. So if you here set the number of iteration like this, page equals 5, for example, but in the main project you have to set the number of iteration in ZennoPoster when you'll be executing this project. Okay, so I think it's clear. Yeah. Okay, so let's get this first row, execute this command, select from spreadsheet named parsing one row, then we get the ID of that row, and we can delete this row. Just for the convenience, you can either delete this row and with the next iteration you can just get the first row again. So when you will delete this row, the next row will be number 4, yeah, and it will be like first row again. So you can either, with each iteration, you can either delete row after copy that, or you can like do not delete it, but you can using counter. Yeah, so you have to increase counter each iteration +1 to select next next link in the next iteration. So I choose deleting each row because actually you won't need that, because the main spreadsheet will be over here, spreadsheet posting with the fully prepared post for your publishing, and here is the link like for template temporary link. So you can delete this row. Let's check it, refresh. Yeah, now we see the first row is number 4, and we'll be using that row in the next iteration. And here we are, we will go to our link. So we just click on the link we already got from our database, and here we are. It's loading our page. This is our page with the trailer. Okay, next thing, we're gonna parse the source code, HTML code from this page. Yeah, we put it in the variable named HTML. Okay, so now in the HTML variable we have this new text, yeah, and this is an HTML code of this page. Okay, next, as for the BB codes, I will explain you how to put all the posts in BB code lately, because as you see, my posts over here in the spreadsheet BB code Kinefilms posting are already in BB code. So this is like my previous from previous testing of ZennoPoster prepared posts, and they are already in BB code. But now we just working with HTML, regular HTML, as any web page works. Okay. So our goal is using regular expressions, parse all the information from this page. For example, we will need title, we will need actors, we will need, for example, we will need the date. Maybe you'll get uh, from this page, you'll need, for example, description, or maybe some tags, keywords, anything you need, you can like do the same. Yeah, all the forums work with the BB code. So you have to prepare your post in BB code, but any site, any web page in the internet is working with HTML. Any. So you have, when you are parsing some information from the web page, you have to get HTML code. But when you are preparing some post to publish on some forum, you have to put it not in HTML code, but in a BB code. And I will explain you how to do that later. Okay, so I think it's clear. Uh, Next, we have this block title. Yeah, in this block we will parse only title using regular expression. So I will not explain you how to get this title, how to create this regular expression. I think I already explained it many times. So just I will just remind you, and that's it. So we need to copy HTML code, copy that, open regular expression constructor over here. This here is the button. Paste our HTML code here. Next step, we copy the targeted information. For example, we need our title. Let's copy, copy. Go to the constructor, let's find it in our HTML code. Next. Here we are, title. So, yeah. So we need to put here before the targeted text will be this. Right after the targeted text will be this. Let's test it. And here we are. We have the title, so our regular expression works. So we can just copy that regular expression and paste it over here. Do not forget to choose the regular expression from this drop-down menu and put the result in the variable named title. Okay, so let's do this. Executing regular expression. Next action is just because the previous regular expression parsed redundant word trailer. It's like you see over here. Sorry, I closed. Okay, anyway, you will see in the HTML code the word trailer before the title, and we have to remove that if we parsed both words. But I showed you the regular expression how to parse the clean title, but this regular expression parsed the title with the redundant one trailer. Let's show you. So the title, as you see, title, this is actual title. This word is like redundant and we parsed it like by, by accident. Yeah. So we can either to edit our regular expression in order to not continue doing this mistake, or we can replace this word trailer with nothing. Yeah, we replaced this word with nothing, put the result again in the variable title, and we clean it. So we get the title, edit, and put the result in the same variable, and we like getting the pure title. Then we have to trim this title, like we have remove all the spaces and so on. Okay, and next thing we're gonna parse actors. For example, actors are here. Okay, actors are here. With actors, maybe some difficulties because there are commas, and there are a lot of actors, and the same trouble maybe with tags and keywords. So the trouble is it's very hard to get some information using only one regular expression, yeah, to get the pure text we need. So in some cases, we have to execute two regular expressions one by one. So first regular expression will get some part of the code, HTML code, and we'll put it on the variable cast. And next regular expression will use this variable cast HTML, and next regular expression will get the exact list of actors. So how it will work in your case differently, maybe. So I will not explain you how it's working. Just explore these regular expressions, how they work on this example page. Uh, I will show you right now the results of parsing. So uh, this regular expression will paste the result in the variable cast HTML. So let's do this and let's see how the cast HTML looks like. So cast HTML looks like this. Copy, and I'll show you how it looks like. So we parsed all this part using these redundant elements, yeah? And with the next step, we have to remove all the redundant elements and get only the actors, yeah? And we can do this using next regular expression, this regular expression. This regular expression will get your variable cast HTML, and using regular expression, we'll parse all the actors and put it in the list, not variable, list named cast. So I remind you, lists are here. Here is the list cast. Now it should be empty. Oh, no, it's from my previous parsing, sorry. But in your case, in this iteration, it should be empty. But anyway, let's do this. Yeah, so next regular expression, and we should have in the list cast, yeah, over here you see it's just a duplication because I parsed twice the same video for the test purposes. Okay, now we have to remove duplicates. It's very important. If, for example, you did it twice or accidentally you parsed some duplicates and you have removed duplicates in that list. So you choose the list named cast, you choose the action remove duplicates, and here we see a lot of duplicates right now. These and these are duplicates, so we have to remove them. Let's check once again. Yeah, it's clean, so we can use it, but we cannot use it as a list. We need a part of HTML code, yeah, like you going all these actors with commas. And we have to combine elements using this action. So we choose list named cast. We have to choose in drop-down menu combine elements of the list. Yeah, and here we choose like comma and space, and we put these actors in the variable named cast. Let's execute and let's see how it will look like. So let's check the variable cast. Yeah, here we are. As you see, these are all the actors we need in the form we need. Okay, next action, next action, next regular expression, we parse the date. You have to create another regular expression if you want to remove some actor. So you have to like find some actor and replace it. So for example, as we replace it with this action, word trailer with nothing, you have to like add this action to add here uh, that name of the actor you want to remove from your list and replace it with nothing. But not just with nothing, maybe anyway you have to check how it will look like at the end. So maybe you should remove also like space or comma with that will go next to this name in order to this variable named cast should look like well, correctly without couple of commas going one after another. Okay, so next block we're gonna parse date. We actually can parse any information from this. I just choose some stuff for your understanding. So the similar regular expression over here, we're going to parse our date. Let's do this. Trim from redundant elements like spaces and so on. And we go to the next regular expression. Here we parse actual link to the file. Now we have to download the file, yes. And for this purpose, we have to find the exact link, and we also have to find this using regular expression. So this regular expression is already ready, but it's working only for this page. You have to create your own regular expression, how to find and parse and copy that variable. Let's show you how it looks like. So you have to find this in HTML code again. So let's get back to our HTML code, copy that. Let's remove this. Let's paste this. So you have to find in HTML code this link. That's why I ask you to learn HTML, so you have to understand where to find it. So basically, I'll give you a hint how to find it. Just go to the find section, so Control F, and find MP4. In the most likely, your targeted link will end on MP4. So the most likely you'll find the link using that template. Yeah, you found MP4, and next your goal should like parse this link. Sorry, you need this link. Yeah, so you have to put like in the after section this, for example, text, and before, for example, this. Yeah, and test. Yeah, it's working, and we parsed this exact link to the file itself. So here is the links only to the page with the video, and here we have the link to the file itself. yeah, and we will be able to download it using that link. Okay, I think it's clear. So you create regular expression uh, the same way. And the one more thing you have to understand, there could be many links with a different resolution. Let's find again. It could be like resolution. Let's find MP4. Yeah, for example, you see it may be like with this resolution or with another resolution, like lower resolution. And in your case, there may be only one link with one resolution, but maybe some website allows you to download the same video in different resolutions, and obviously you need the best resolution you can get. So in this case, I prepared some actions to check whether this link has the best resolution or not. So we parse the link, and now the link looks like this. I'll show you. So we put the result in the list named download. This list download. Let's check it. And as you see, this is not actual link because it's ending in some redundant elements, and you have here like label, and you see here the resolution. In some cases, you'll have these like 2 or 3 links with different resolutions. Yeah. And you have to find the best resolution, like parsing and trying to find in this list the link with the best resolution. Resolutions, all the resolutions, they are like standardized, so it's very easy to automate. First, we have to find the best resolution. Yeah, it's like 2116 resolution. So how we are doing that? We choose the list named download. We get the row to get row, and we choose consist of text drop menu. So we are just choosing like we are like telling ZennoPoster, find in the list download first row, then check whether this row consists of the text 2116 or not. If yes, we put it in the download link variable and remove it. Well, if yes, it will go like in this success arrow and we'll get here. If it gets an error, yeah, it will go like a false section to the next action, and then in the next action it's like totally the same, but we are trying to find lower resolution 1080. So let's check this how it works. First gets an error because we don't have this high resolution, and next resolution 1080 we do have that, so it will like go on a success way. Okay, we got the link, and here's just a C# code. You don't need to understand it, you just have to copy and paste this code, this action in your template. This code is written in a C# language in order just to allow your browser to download your file correctly. That's it. Okay, next, let's execute it. Next action, we have to create folder in your computer, and we'll create, here you have to put the path you want. For example, d/downloads, folder downloads, and a folder with a ID of your row. Yeah, you remember we are working with the row number 3. Yeah, so we already moved from this, but as an imposter, remember all the variables. Let's find this ID. Yeah, ID del. ID del equals to 3. So we are working with a variable number 3, variable with ID and row number 3, and we have to create a folder with ID number 3. Okay, so let's do this. And then we have to set this created folder as a default folder for loading files. So here in drop-down menu, you have to choose folder for loading files. And here is the path that we already created. And here is our folder that we created. This stuff, actually we don't have all this stuff yet. Let's delete it because, well, this is not empty because I tested before. Let's do this all from scratch. Then we prepare a link for downloading, just trimming the redundant label part, as you remember. And we have to go to this link directly. So as we see now, we are on the page with the video. Yeah, video, like with the trailer. We now on the page with the trailer, and now we have to go to the page with the file. This is there are like different pages, and we go on the link, download link. We got this link previously, and here we are. User and pass, how we can download from file host and add in user and password. Well, if I understood you, you have to log in and put your password over here, up here. So while you are doing all this action, you are already logged into this website. So the download is totally the same. If you are trying to download files from file host like K2S, K2C, for example, Keep2Share or FileBoom, I do not recommend you to do that. You have to download files from your source website. In this case, why you should do that? Because in this case you'll have like unique file. The most likely nobody will have it. So you'll have the less guys that are working with the same file. So it's like it's better for you. You'll get more money. But well, it's totally different situation how to get files from the file hosts. You'll need there some link, yeah, and you can download using ZennoPoster via IP, yeah, but you'll need a premium access to Keep2Share, for example, if you want to download from Keep2Share. So in this case, you'll need premium access there. You'll need to explore all the API of Keep2Share. And yes, you can do this using ZennoPoster. And actually, it's like even easier. But you will not be able to download any supporting information from for this file. Yeah, because you'll download only the file itself, not the title, description, so on. If you know where to get that information, supporting, yeah, you can do this. But it's a totally different template. It's not like I'm showing to you. You have to create your own project in ZennoPoster from scratch that will be working and that will be downloading information from Keep2Share. Okay, so next action, you have to download this file. Now we see this folder is empty, and we have to download here this trailer. How we can do this? We set, uh, we choose here action with a get query, put here a URL with our download link, put here these settings, and here we choose load as a file. This is very important option, load as a file, and we put here in the variable file temp. Okay, all you need is just to create your own project in Project Maker, and you will need the API of Money Platform to download all that stuff, and yes, you can do that, but you'll need premium access there. Okay, so let's execute this action, and now ZennoPoster is downloading our file. Let's check it. Yeah, we see here our file. Let's run it. So it's totally working. Video file, and we can go through there. Next action we're gonna do is we have to get list of files in our folder. So we have to like teach ZennoPoster what files are in this folder, and put the result in the list, not variable, list file download. This list. Now we'll get here the path to our file. This is not empty now because I tested it before, but let's do this again. Yeah, it's like now it's like duplication, but don't worry, in your case there won't be duplication. And now we get the first row from the list file download. Yeah, this list, yeah, and we get the first row, and this row will be with our file, and we put this variable in the variable file downloads. We do this action only just because we cannot put here in the variable. We only have the option to put the result in the list. So we have to add some extra action to get the path from the list, get the row, first row, and put it to the variable file downloads in order to work with variables in the next actions. Okay, so here we just working with some variables for downloading. We have to set variables. We have to set the variable folder and file, and we have to put there our path to on our computer where our file now exists. Let's do this. Okay, we set the folder in the file. Now the fold ID, set ID folder. Here is the very important part. As maybe you remember, I asked you to copy your folder ID on Money Platform. So you have to go to Money Platform, go to File Manager, choose the folder you want to upload files to, and you have to get the folder ID there. So this folder ID, this is only my folder ID. So you should put here your own folder ID. And we set the variable ID folder. Let's execute it. Here is the random string action. This we need only just for the name of file. So we put some random string, random syllables we just generate to like create some random title of the file. So we create this random string. And here we are, we got to the sub-project named uploader. Okay, let's learn today how to upload this file to Money Platform. Let's execute this sub-project, and we see here we got to the sub-project. As for the sub-projects, here we are, how it's working. You can add to your main project any number of sub-projects. Why do we need sub-projects? Sometimes you can like change something in your upload process. Yeah, something can be changed. And if you will create 100 main projects, well, yeah, to parse, and if you put all this information, like repeating information in each of these projects, if something will be changed in the uploading process, for example, Money Platform will change API or anything like may be changed, you have to edit all those projects that you've created before. So all those projects will not work, will stop working. But in this case, you can edit only one project, for example, uploader. Here you can change the way for uploading or using API or maybe software MP uploader. Maybe you'll use file manager in Money Platform. So you can choose way of uploading right here, and it will be like valid for all your main projects here. So we can just start the sub-project uploader, and we are working with a sub-project now. How we start it? We have to put here the path to the file of this project named uploader. You already have this file. It's the same as a start3 or start name of the project, and here is the name of the project uploader, so basically it's the same. You already should have that. And here is the main part. Here we are. How project and sub-project communicate. Main project knows a lot about variables, yeah? Main project knows all these variables and values. But sub-project, it doesn't know all these variables. And we must tell to sub-project and like the main project have to like give all the variables to sub-project. Yeah? And here's how it working. The current project, like main project, will transfer all the variables we say will tell to transfer to sub-project. After executing, sub-project will get back our variables back to our main project. This is very important part because if you will not set it correctly, your subproject may not receive some variable and will not work correctly, or it will work correctly, but at the end, this subproject will not give the destinated new created variables back to the start tree or some edited uh, variables. So here we have to check these two columns. What variable we need to transfer, and they will get back after executing subproject. So here we have to, here is the column variables of the current project here, and here variables of the subproject. So you have like to make sure they are like match, yeah. Or you have to create if the variable is no, well, if that variable does not exist, yeah. So you have to create it, and in this spreadsheet, all the variables should match. And just check if all the variable you need to transfer are in this list. You have to add any number of variables. You don't need to transfer all the variables, only that variables that uploader will need. Okay, so I'll show you now what exact variable uploader will need. Let's continue. So here we are in the uploader project. How we upload file. First, this is just a title of this action, and the main settings is here and here. Here is the path to our uploading software. You already have this software. You have to download it. I told you, I gave you this all these files, so you already should have it. This is an uploader, our software that will allow us to upload files using ZennoPoster. And here are the settings. Settings we must tell to this software to upload correctly. Here is your own token. I already taught you how to get that token. You have to go to the money platform, API, API menu, create your token and paste it over here. Here is the ID folder where we get the file on our computer. The ID. Sorry, this is ID folder. This is not. This is the folder on money platform. Yeah, ID of the folder. This is the folder on of your file on your computer. And here is the folder with the temporary file. So this software will generate some temporary txt file with the result of executing this program. So in that txt file, you can read like URL of your uploaded file. You'll be able to find the title of that file, the result, error maybe, or success, yeah, the date of uploading, and many other information. So we do need to create this file, and we need this random name file that we created over here with a random string. So we just name it with a random name, and that's it. Let's execute it and let's see what we got. Okay, now ZennoPoster is trying to upload. Let's do the pause 1 second, and we try to read the file. This action is read file, read this txt file, and we put it in the variable named text. Let's try to do this, and what do we have in the variable txt? Here we are. As you see, here is the result in this txt file. So we now see the ID of the file, size of the file, path on our personal computer, and the result message. File already exists. So previously I already uploaded this exact file, and here is the link to this file and the date of the actual uploading. So in your case, result message will be like success, yeah, and here you'll find the link. So we will need this link. How we can get this link? Again, using regular expression. We have to parse this link and put it to the variable K2S link quit. Then we trim this link, and we have to check whether it's success or not. Because if this link is not empty, so in this case, well, everything is okay, so we successfully uploaded file. If it's empty, that means we do not have link, so we did not upload. And in this case, we go on the false arrow, wait for 300 seconds, and try to upload again. And we'll do this on a cycle. But here should be okay, because this link is not empty now. Next, regular expression will get the ID of that file. Yeah, not the link, but ID. We trim that ID and again check whether the ID file uploads is empty or not. If it's success, well, it actually does matter success or not. You have just put your attention how you check. You can set it equals, or you can set it like not equals. It doesn't matter. Just for your understanding, you have to understand what are you checking and what result you will get. So in the previous check, we got success result, and that was okay. In this action, we choose as an okay result or false result, okay, if it equals. Because if it equals an emptiness, in this case we do not have this ID, so something wrong, yeah. And in this case, in success, and we have to try to upload again. So this is just a technical thing, you have to understand that. So we trim, and here how it ends, just emptiness. So the last action, and we get back to our start 3 project. Let's do this. Okay, and we transferred all the variables back to our main project. So what variables we will need? The link to the file, yeah? Let's check it. Yeah, K2S link quit and ID file uploads. That information that uploader created and transferred these variables to the list of variables of the main project. Okay, let's end this lesson over here, and in the next lesson we will be creating thumbnails of that video automatically. Do you have any questions on this lesson? Yeah, it's quite complicated, but you can watch the record and try to copy all those actions. Okay, so I will stop the record. and we'll see you on the next lesson.